Back on the DAX rotation this morning. A warm welcome to one and all. For those of you not seen me before, my name is Langers, and I am the coffee obsessed scruffy trader. Now it's coming on 10 to 7 in the morning, and I'm going to fire up the screens and show you the continuing process of the DAX rotation. It's not good, guys. It really is not good. But we're trying to make it better and make it into a workable situation. Now, at the minute, it is, how do I put it? Let's just say it's hard work at the moment. All right. But anyway, let me fire up the screens and we'll have a look. Now, we don't enter this till after 7 because of the spread. It's too much to bear at this moment in time. Now, coming out the gate, this did quite well. We had a 100% hit rate, but it was only 10 positions. Not enough to build a strategy off. Okay, we had a good P&L growth, but this month we're getting battered left, right, and centre. And the initial setup was based on the original strategy that's been around for years, but it's little more than gambling, really. The way it works, or the only way it can work, is if you're looking at it has a big sort of risk reward all the time, sort of more than 2 to 1 constantly. However, as this sheet is showing you, it's fine when you're seeing it touted on the internet. It's like you never see it in a straight run for maybe 2 months. What you're seeing is a cherry-picked trade, and I've been back testing this. I've gone back quite a number of years on it, and the win rate might be there, but it fluctuates between 45 and 65%. It's sort of like this as you're going through the back testing. However, the risk reward is not there, or it's not there to cover the losses, because the DAX by nature will spike, and it'll spike violently. There's not enough in it to make it a positive over time, so you need to add some layers in to make certain that your win rate and your risk reward fall in line. Okay, because at the moment it's just a coin toss, and you might have a good run like we did last month, but this month just takes it all away. To me, that's not a solid strategy. In fact, I think that's just gambling, really. Anyway, it's 5 to 7. We've come up. It's tagged on an entry point, as you can see. Today is going to be a bit of a tough one. If I just pop that sheet back up, what I've had to do is I've gone back over slightly on the position size, and the reason being is margin. Because if I enter this and it rattles forward or rattles away from me like it did yesterday, and as you can see the days prior, I'll just get a margin call and I'll lose again. So just to let it breathe a little bit. So it's holding up here. It's tagged roughly where I want to enter. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pause the camera because it's not going to be ready for about 10 minutes. And I'll come back to you when I'm ready to open up the tray. Okay guys, we're back, and let's have a look. What we're going to do is just hang fire just Just a second. And let the candle settle itself down. Yeah. Now we will be going short this morning, but I'm not rightly sure how deep this is going to go. So, 0.6, sell that. Just gonna just to there. Okay. All right. So what we're doing is we're looking to get to this cluster point. That's kind of the last point of entry. And if the price moves away, we will trail behind it until we are taking it. And that's why I've put the order under there. Basically, it's the base of that plus a little bit of spread. And the idea is it'll come in, pick the order up, move down. Hopefully. There we are, to pick the order up. Now let's see if this continues to move to the downside. Okay. So there we go. So I'll let this run out and I'll come back to you when it's done. Okay guys, so little glimmer of hope today. We have cracked a target result. But it's another piece of the puzzle. So it's 1812. Just drop that in. DAX trade. There we are. So 1812 today. Drop that into there. And we're back onto a day run. Okay. So, got 2 days to see if we can pull back 48 quid. Because the idea is I don't really want to lose the month. If it happens, well, it happens. It's just part and parcel of the process. But we're constantly nailing it down. And that's what all this is about. That's why I'm testing it so much. Because I'm constantly asked, oh, give me the rules and one thing and another, and why? You'll only lose your money. And I'm not in that, you know. In the squad and anything like that, I defend them, and I show them the way, and I try and put them into a position where they can make money, and quite a number of them are now. Now, if I was to let them loose on this, any money that they have lost, or any money they've made rather, they would lose, and that's just wrong. It's immoral. I'd rather test it, and keep testing it until it is pretty much rock solid. And that's what I believe is the fairest thing to do. Now, don't get me wrong, this thing ain't going up for sale or anything like that. It might go into the squad, and who knows. Might put it for the coffee fund or something like that when it's nailed down, but I'm certainly not doing it to sell it for 500 quid like what you see touted around the internet. I don't sell anything like that because I've got no desire to. I don't need to. Although I was going to get myself off onto a rant there this week, but there's no point. My answer to it now is just step back. Step back, do my own job, and if people don't like that, well, tough titties and crack on, because I won't help you. It's that simple. Anyway, that's a story for another day. So this one is getting there. Still a good bit of work to do. Probably middle of next month it might start getting better. But the whole process is about finding the formula, because the whole idea is one trade. I could have bounced that today and made quite a bit of money, because there was a number of opportunities, as you saw, came down, went up, came down, went up. However, the idea behind this is not to be able to bounce, because I'm assuming you've got limited time on the screen. And the idea is that sometime between 7 and 8, you'll be able to place your order, go to work, and then come back and hopefully have some money in the bank. So I'll keep plugging at it. I'll do it again tomorrow, and I'll keep doing regular updates on it. And you'll see it getting built. So trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love, and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.